As a significant force within the anti-war movement during the Vietnam War, universities across the United States became hotbeds of student activism. The war not only affected the soldiers on the front lines, but also caused a ripple effect throughout American society, reaching the corridors of educational institutions. Subscribe to the channel to encourage us to continue producing videos like this. Like and comment on upcoming video topics. This narrative explores the critical role universities played in galvanizing protest, focusing on pivotal episodes of student mobilization. In the early 1960s, as the conflict in Vietnam intensified, so too did opposition from the academic community. University campuses, characterized by intellectual exploration and freedom, became venues for robust debate and dissent. One of the most impactful forms of opposition arose from the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, which initially focused on civil rights but expanded its agenda to include opposition to the Vietnam War. Students from institutions like the University of California, Berkeley, became deeply involved, catalyzing what would be known as the Free Speech Movement, FSM, in 1964. The FSM not only challenged the suppression of political expression but also provided a platform for anti-war sentiments. Another significant event was the Students for a Democratic Society, SDS, March in Washington, D.C. on April 17, 1965. This protest drew around 25,000 participants, primarily students, making it one of the largest demonstrations to date. The SDS swelled in membership as more students grew disillusioned with the government's foreign policy. By 1968, the level of student involvement skyrocketed. Over 100,000 young Americans had participated in campus protests against the war. Universities such as Columbia, Cornell, and Harvard became synonymous with the anti-war movement due to their frequent, high-profile protests. The tragic incidents at Kent State University in May 1970 marked a turning point in university participation in the anti-war protests. National Guardsmen fired into a crowd of unarmed student demonstrators, resulting in 4 deaths and 9 injuries. This event crystallized the anti-war fervor, leading to a nationwide student strike. The strike involved over 4 million students and temporarily closed hundreds of colleges and universities. In conclusion, the role of universities in anti-Vietnam War demonstrations was pivotal. The synergy between intellectual freedom within academic settings and the broader socio-political context of the time bred a unique environment for protest. Student mobilizations drove public discourse, influenced policy, and left an indelible mark on American history, ultimately embodying a powerful intersection between academia and activism.